Good morning, Steve here in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's Friday, it's the end of the week, and overnight volume again was light. Had a little bit higher bean trade, a little bit lower corn and wheat trade. Some interesting facts out in the marketplace. Number one, the stock market looks to close higher today. The over 40th attempt this year to make a new high close for the U.S. stock market. We get third quarter GDP data. In China, though, we are looking at the possibility for the ninth straight lower trade in China stock markets and a very weak weekly close. The S&P lowered the EU credit rating, and so the kind of mixed tone in the marketplace with U.S. stocks better and global stocks worse. As far as the grains are concerned, beans might be trading a little bit of concern about the next 3 or 4 days. Argentina is looking at very hot temperatures. Some relief is expected next week, but they could use the rain next week, and not a lot is forecasted. Brazil weather right now looks good, especially in the long-range forecast, calling for rains in some of the areas in the south, which is dry. For the most part, U.S. Midwest is going to be cool, with maybe normal to above precip across the Ohio River Valley. Precip elsewhere, though, might be lower than normal. Yesterday had some interesting news out. There were some people looking ahead for the USDA January 10th report, and especially the D1 stocks report, saying that the USDA does not count grain in transit. Well, this year, especially in the beans, we have a record amount of beans we're using for export and crush, which means that maybe, just maybe, that D1 stocks number for beans could be a little understated. Also in the corn, we've got a lot of corn sitting in on-farm storage. We've got a lot of corn moving domestically, and here again, last year we had a record first quarter feed and residual number, which brought in the corn stocks a little bit lower than the average trade guess. And what would happen this year if we get the same numbers? Still, the market does not expect prices, especially corn and wheat, to get out of control if the report is positive. In the bean market, we still have the battle between the tight U.S. old crop supply versus estimates that 2014 will have a record world supply of soybeans. Over in the wheat, very frustrating market to some of the cash traders, because we're hearing that Brazil has bought more U.S. hard red wheat, and maybe Egypt has bought soft red wheat. Cash markets and soft wheat are very strong, but the futures is not reacting to that. And some people blame that on the expectations that because it's such a big Canada crop, part of that crop will move in the United States and kind of offset the tighter U.S. supply situation. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. And have a safe and profitable trading day.